Ah! 4-time champions, motherfuckers!
Finally, someone beat me.
I took a walk.
It was at the beginning, and then I let it go.
Oh.
John won the tug of war. See, look at. Oh, the backpack is noticeably lighter now.
Yeah.
I don't worry about.
So now that we have a brand new Aftershock Corner champion, the fourth ever. No, the fourth time
champion.
I
was humble in defeat.
feel like I should have moved the table closer, but I think it works.
Do now.
And I don't want to get the camera all shaky though.
Do it now.
Okay.
Do it now. We're good.
Let's go looking.
And we're good. Back a tiny bit more. So the webcam.
Now you have to move
Yeah, right there.
You know what I feel like is gonna happen? So obviously everyone knows what happened last time. I feel like what's gonna happen is like it's gonna work fine, and then it's gonna get all shaky.
Well, we have another cam too.
Yeah, so
we're good. Yeah. So
sorry about what happened these past couple episodes. We got interrupted twice the
Yep.
past couple of weeks. So we don't think that's gonna happen today because I got a better webcam. We're filming this at 12 o'clock, even though we filmed it at 12 o'clock before. But
11 o'clock down on Friday.
yeah, so we have a lot of stuff we gotta cover. We're gonna cover payback from last night.
Yeah.
Who's gonna do those notes? I usually.
I'm starting to go crazy. I can see the
I'll
ones
do
having a beer.
Because
I can see, look at.
We'll let the champ do it. Oh, it's not crazy.
Yeah, plug in the webcam
Alright,
before we get too
we're gonna do it.
out of whack here.
We're gonna take a pause.
We're gonna take a pause break, guys. Actually, we'll take a break.
Oh yeah, it's
on the crappy show. All right, guys, we're back.
We had the webcam started to get shaky.
Yeah,
so
webcam was starting to get a little shaky, so we decided to
change
plug
it.
in the webcam that we had.
So from now on, we're just gonna use this webcam.
Yeah.
Okay.
We tried to go without it, but it worked for like a minute.
Yeah.
And then it went back.
I knew that was gonna happen too. So anyhow, we're gonna
I think we all
cover.
kind of knew that.
I have to. I didn't say the name of the episode. This is season 3, episode. I believe it's 15.
getting close to the finale.
Season finale.
Alright.
Let me just make sure it's 15.
Probably should do this before we went on air.
We should have done it. Well, yeah, but the show's already messed up.
Show me the notes.
Episode 15. So we're gonna be covering payback from last night and what's been going on with NXT for the past. When was Takeover? Like 3 weeks ago, maybe? 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, maybe.
Past.
Give me my notes.
I want to do back. I'll do back.
No, he said
Playback.
we already talked about this.
We do
John's doing
payback.
I didn't have a lot of notes to take for payback. It was like, oh, that's not payback. It's cheap. That's not payback either. I organize these. Oh, here's payback. But yeah, we're gonna cover some NXT coverage, possible WWE signees, and the releases that happened. Some of them are funny because one of them really wasn't a release or something.
Yeah.
Like that. And then obviously a certain commentator's position. We're not really too sure about what it is. Did I mess up on something?
No. I just pointed at something funny.
But anyhow, let's talk about payback from last night.
Seth Joe.
Alright, let's just talk about the two things that are key in the pre-show incident. Enzo Amore and Big Cass defeated Luke Gallows and Carl.
I literally got home just as that match ended.
Decent
Just ready to
match.
take a home.
I really care for the finish where because Gallows and Anderson like dominated like 50% of that match.
Yeah.
And then Big Cass obviously does because he's a hot tag guy. That's what he does.
Yep.
And then Big Cass took everybody
And
out.
he's 7 feet tall, and he's the hot tag
He's not
guy.
7 feet. He's not 7 feet tall.
He's like
Well, he's
6'11".
He's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
And he's
And then
like
he
the
hits a
hot
big.
tag
He
guy.
lays out Carl Anderson with a big boot, and Enzo Amore beats him via roll-up. I mean, I didn't mind it, but I guess this feud is this really a feud?
I don't even know what this is anymore.
I thought it was.
They stopped going at each other, and then they go at each other again, and then stop and then go. So it's a stop and go. It's
So I expect like a blow. I guess
it's like a fucking packed highway.
I guess I'll say a blow off match.
It's like traffic on
Will
the
probably
road,
happen.
stop, go.
It'll probably happen like an episode of Monday Night Raw where we both care about it. So if I had to rate this match,
It's a series of matches where no one cares.
if I had to rate this match,
Imagine that, like, they came in with so much fanfare, Anderson and Gallows, and now they're on their pre-showing again.
I posted in the chat, they were just the Raw Tag Team Champions at WrestleMania, and now they're losing on the pre-show.
Ridiculous. Like, it. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I was gonna say you owe me a soda, but you kind of already got me. So.
Yeah. It's so dumb. It's like, can we have some stability with that tag team? Like,
Oh yeah, we didn't mention who's on the panel.
That's not to mention, like, they desperately need
Renee Young, the King.
The King.
Do you think in Lawler?
Sam Roberts.
Sam Roberts. But yeah, like, they need to desperately team up with Gallows and team Gallows and Anderson up with either AJ or Finn, or both of them, because they need some star power.
They're just
bad.
Yeah.
But it's pretty sad because of the fact that they came with such fanfare and they were one of the most dominant tag teams on the industry.
I would be shocked if they keep going the way they're going and they ended up leaving the company soon, because it's just.
I mean, they're making good money.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. They're not getting paid pennies on the dollar here.
I mean, they really are making green, so.
They really are. I mean, they're getting paid handsomely.
Plus, I know this is.
And the fact that they were sought after too made
Plus,
they could have re-signed with New Japan for a lot of money. They could have re-signed with Ring of Honor for a lot of money, but they decided to come here because you know what?
Yeah.
WWE makes
Plus,
gets
they at least are getting on the show every week. There's certain superstars that aren't getting on the show at all.
I mean, at least they're getting on the pay-per-view itself.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see them more in a prominent role.
Yeah.
You know, we all would like to see that.
The match was good, just like I didn't really care for the finish. Like,
yeah, I didn't see it. That just goes to show you how much how they fall.
I mean, yeah.
It's one of my favorite tag teams.
Yeah.
Miz TV with Finn Balor.
I enjoyed this.
I did too. I saw this entire thing. I came up with right
Want
after.
to talk about it since I talked about tag match?
It was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, witty. I mean, Miz with those comebacks and insults.
So he comes out though, and he pretty much hypes up Finn Balor, and Finn Balor comes to the win, and Miz actually makes a joke like, "Wow, you guys reacted that he took 5 minutes to get to the win."
I know because I timed it.
It was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
How do you know? But you didn't see this. I thought.
No.
And the Miz pretty much like takes jabs at Finn Balor, talking about how he was a huge star, he's won championships everywhere he's gone.
And now he's injury prone.
And now he's injury prone. You know, he talks about how he was the WWE Universal Champion for a day. But Finn Balor looks at that as an accomplishment because he wanted to finish that match. He could have just said, no, I don't want to.
It's like, in all reality though, it's pretty awesome that he finished that match without injury.
Yep.
And then that happened so early in the match too.
And then the Miz says, but what were you doing? Well, what was I doing when I was at home? I was holding up the Intercontinental Championship. I was making SmackDown must-see TV, which he should still be doing today. And then Finn Balor says, you know what? We know how every Miz TV segment it ends with you flat on your back. But then when Finn Balor's gonna go kick his ass, he puts Maurice in front of him. So then Finn Balor's just like, you know what? You're not even worth it.
You're not even.
So then this pisses the Miz off. Obviously, Finn Balor did this so that you could be able to attack the Miz.
That was so funny. That was so funny. It's like, you're not even worth it. He goes, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I am this show.
And then he hits a sled blade on him and drop kicks him into the corner. Did he hit the coup de grace? I don't remember if he did.
No, he didn't.
Okay, so and then Finn Balor
I kind of just went upstairs and got a pickle. And then I came back down and the segment was over.
But then Finn Balor puts his jacket on and leaves. So obviously they're going to feud now, which I'm fine with. But what happened to Miz's feud was originally supposed to have for the IC belt?
They flipped their feuds.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be
I think they won't break
Wyatt
it.
against Balor and then Ambrose against Wyatt, and they flipped them.
Yep. I enjoyed the pre-show. It was pretty good.
Main show. Our commentary teams are
This was both for the main show and the pre-show, just so everybody knows.
Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and he's coming for you, Booker T.
Why is Booker T so bad? You would think someone who's been around wrestling.
Five time WCW champion.
You would think
He's the
someone.
5 champion of times.
You would think someone that's been around.
5 champions.
You would think someone that's been around wrestling. Probably.
A 5 champion former. I was dropped it. I always have as many titles as Booker right now.
You just have to lose and win it one more time.
No, I intend to keep this belt for a long time.
Let's see.
Our opening match of what?
Anyhow, how do you grow up around the wrestling business and like a shit on commentary? Like, does he not have the voice for commentary? Like, he's just terrible.
He just doesn't have very good mic skills.
Yeah.
No, he was charismatic. It was great, but not a good.
I mean, the mic skills aren't very good, but he's charismatic.
Yeah.
He can talk on the mic.
Tell
me.
At least let's say
you.
At least let's say this. Let's be honest though, we're gonna be begging for Booker T to come back once David Otunga comes back on commentary.
I actually don't mind David Otunga.
Oh my God! What a punch! Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the United States title.
We'll let John take this up once. I forgot to write if Jericho wins, he goes to SmackDown. I forgot to write that stipulation.
If Jericho won, he went to SmackDown. Well, Jericho won.
Want to talk about the match, John?
It was a good opener, and quite frankly, like we originally were pissed about.
Well, except just you and me, Chris was not pissed.
The fact that the fact that it opened. The goal was pissed. But the more I think about it, the way the show played out, this had to open.
Oh yeah,
and I'm saying that it like.
They're gonna open
if you think of it like.
They're gonna open with a DQ finish
or a DQ finish, or like in
or a turn.
Yeah. Or in the broad sense of it, do you really want to open with a Cruiserweight Championship match?
Well, that's normally like what you do to get the crowd out. So.
Yeah, but like...
Are you gonna open
in the sense of if you go by like what the finishes were, it makes sense. Because I think that was like the only like clean victory on the night.
Other than the main event.
Which we didn't see,
Look at the
it's one of two. Because the Alexa finish was technically kind of dirty with the...
Yeah, the ring post.
With the ring post, yeah.
I'd say
alright. No, I don't think it's clean. I don't think so.
But I like
because Bailey has an out.
Yeah.
It's when they don't have an out.
I like the match though. I would say maybe this match wasn't as good as maybe the Mania match, but I still like it.
No.
I thought this match was good.
Yeah.
I think it's on par with their Mania match. I thought their Mania match was okay.
One thing that Michael Cole
could have been a little bit better.
I like though is that this match was more fast-paced than the Mania match. Then when they said that Kevin was putting a head block, which was pretty funny.
And they kind of played on the WrestleMania thing where Kevin put his finger on the ropes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I literally said this before he did. I was like, he should go kick his hand. And he did kick his hand.
Yeah.
And then he literally fucking broke Kevin Owens' hand.
And I like how Kevin Owens tried to use the backhand and grab the ropes, but he couldn't.
I kind of like how it's like Owens tried to like permanently injure Jericho, but Jericho like mutilated Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I kind of like how they played into that. Like
Jericho wins with the wall of Jericho by making Owens tap out, so Jericho's now going to be on SmackDown. Which I was actually surprised about this. I was
surprised about it too. But it must mean he worked out something where like either it's till Backlash now, or if it's like he goes on tour, then he comes back, or like it's like an every other week thing, or every other couple of weeks he'll be on SmackDown till the tour's over.
The reason why he won this match, so I'll be honest here.
It could be that too, though.
He can eat it at Backlash. Because they're not going to have AJ lose, and they want to keep. I think they want to keep the Space of America thing going with Kevin Owens.
Yeah. I think this is more of like a knee-jerk reaction type of thing.
Get a feel-good moment?
Yeah.
Neville and Austin...
Plus, something I like to always... Because this show is supposed to be payback. You're supposed to get revenge.
Yeah, so like that makes sense.
So Jericho got payback on Kevin Owens for pretty much ruining his life, injuring him in the Festival of Friendship, taking his U.S. title.
Festival? Festival.
I messed it up. I messed it up on the other show.
The Festival! It's a fiesta!
Festival! Hey!
But yeah, so
overall ratings.
3 stars.
So we're doing star ratings here.
Yeah, star ratings.
And then we'll do like the actual number.
Yeah, the number comes at the end. And
then we're gonna do star ratings for pay-per-views and numbers for Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay. So I give this match a 3.5. It was very good.
I went 3 3/4. I really did like it. That's mainly because of the finish.
I kind of put the hand thing.
Yeah.
That was I say 3.5.
Yeah, 3.
It was a really good open.
So 3 3/4.
Yeah.
Austin
They just create they just create magic together.
Yeah.
Austin and Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Minus the finish, very weak finish. It was a good match. It was a very good match.
Like
I said, in the Cruiserweight division is lacking like not only stars but like that oomph.
Yeah.
Like Aries and Neville bring it because they're veterans. not only of WWE, but like, Aries really isn't a veteran of WWE, but Neville is. Neville's been in WWE for like 4 years now.
Everyone does know who Aries is because of TNA.
Everyone knows Aries. Everyone knows Neville. Like these guys are big names.
I think that was the problem with the cruiserweight division. Like you could say
that's they get big names.
Because if you didn't watch the cruiserweight, like originally I didn't, so I didn't know who any of these guys were. Like
when I first found out like about the cruiserweight classic, I didn't watch it at all. When I first found out about it, I was like, I saw the names are on there. I'm like, oh sweet, like Tajiri's on it, like T.J. Perkins. Like I was like, wow, they got T.J. Perkins. Now it's like, whoa, like
now you hate T.J.
Perkins. Fuck Bland J. Blandkins.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, Tajiri, I don't know if you guys heard, not with the company anymore.
He went back to Japan. They thought that maybe like he'll stay around as a trainer, but he wanted to go back home, which I could see.
Yep. I think they said he was injured too.
Yeah, he wasn't great. He wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah, he only lasted about a couple of months.
Yeah. But I like this match.
Aries locks him in the last chancery. Neville pulls the ref, causes a DQ. The feud will continue.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, that's the reason why. Either way, the feud would have continued anyways because Neville does have a contractual rematch.
So yeah, you can't have Neville lose the championship at Payback. Even though it would have made sense with the stipulation in because Aries got Payback on Neville, it was just kind of like
2.5.
So he got Payback in the first match and not Payback in the second.
In fact, actually, Aries wants Payback now in the second match.
I give it 2.
So I expect maybe like.
Give it a flat out 2.
So I expect maybe like an
stipulation match.
I'd like to see a ladder match.
Ladder match, or no DQ. No DQ, like a no DQ, or like a no holds barred, like falls kind of anywhere, no disqualification.
Fuck, like they have trouble with the belt.
I like this.
A fight over the belt, like a tug of war for the belt.
But I like this match, so.
This match will never end.
I think Neville's been really interested as a heel.
He's the best champion in WWE right now.
He's been interesting as a heel. For me, like, Neville's awesome regardless. He fits as a face and he fits as a heel, but like when you see him, what do you see him have? Like when you look at him, what do you think he is?
Heel.
Right now, face, but
like when you looked at Neville before, when he was a face, what do you look like to you?
When I saw him in NXT, I saw a face.
Like his look, not like his wrestling style.
No. Face.
Yeah,
he acted like he was a bit.
To me, from the beginning, he looked like a heel. Like his entire look.
The nose kind of helps.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's what
I loved him regardless. I thought Neville was awesome.
I still think they screwed him up though. Like, if this
he didn't do anything after he like hurt his ankle.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Like, cause I'm trying to.
It's a fucking Powerade.
Someone give me my back. Thank you.
But ironically enough, let's be honest. If the cruiserweight division wasn't around, Neville would be doing nothing right now.
I think he'd still be in the cruiserweight division. It's just.
I'd say no cruiserweight division at all. Like,
no cruiserweight division at all. No cruiserweight division at all. He'd be in the lower mid card, jobbing onto people.
He already is.
Like he was before.
He's the king of the cruiserweight.
And it gives him like a purpose, Nick, because now he's the face of that 205 Live brand.
I just wonder what's gonna happen because obviously Neville's gonna have to lose his title eventually.
As much as like we've seen it live and it's boring as shit, but he kind of gives that like extra like star power.
And you know what I realized too? I was just thinking about this the other day. Every time I had a chance to see Neville live, I get screwed over. I saw.
We went to SmackDown. We didn't see him live. He only came out like the end.
Yeah, but then when me and John,
of course, like those 30 people in attendance.
But when me and John went live, he got jobbed out. Remember he got jobbed out by Sheamus in 3 seconds.
Yep.
Was that pre?
That was Raw. Yeah, that's pretty.
But like the loudest reactions on 205 Live were for Gallagher and for
Shinsuke Nakamura.
And Rich. I'm talking about 205 Live.
Technically, that was 205 Live.
Technically, yes. But Rich Swann too got a big reaction.
Yeah.
He always gets a big reaction.
I think if Neville can act, because Neville couldn't really do anything. He just came out and they're like, oh, I think half the crowd was gone by the time.
Oh yeah, easily. Most of our section was gone, and we looked around and there must have been minimum, like a maximum of like 2,000 people.
You know what the funny thing is? Now when I watch 205 Live, you can definitely. I suggest you watch it just to see what they do with it when you're not watching it live.
Because it's different lighting, so you can see.
So like you can't see who's.
It's like TNA, like only a portion of the crowd is shown. Like they'll show like the outer edges of the crowd.
Yeah.
But they won't show like the top sections. But like overall, like 205 sucks. Mine is like
haven't enjoyed it.
Aries and
I haven't enjoyed it.
And Jack Gallagher. TJ Perkins kind of makes it interesting now that he's a heel. But it's like
He's not really a heel though. He acts the same way as he did before.
yeah, and he's still bland as fuck. Like when he came on in 205 Live, what was the reaction that he got?
TJ Perkins?
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing. Exactly, crickets. Because no one cares.
Ironically enough, since 205 Live has come out, he's been never pretty much pointed it out. He's been nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then I love
you know what
that
the funny
segment.
thing is,
I love
too?
that segment with him, Aries and Neville, and Aries like, you really gonna believe him? And he like didn't say anything and walked away.
You know what the funny thing is? It's actually technically Neville's fault if you think about it that TJ Perkins does nothing. Because when Neville joined the division, TJ Perkins pretty much faded away to nothing.
He was the champion.
Yeah.
And then, I forgot about Kendrick too.
Oh,
Kendrick,
you gotta be honest. The
and
guy
Tozawa.
Kendrick and Tozawa's feud got kicked to 205 Live. That's kind of bullshit. That was a good feud, and I think he just kicked it off.
And now Tozawa has his rules now, which is funny.
His passport. All right. Owen, rating, please.
Oh, sorry about that.
Kevin Owens, James Aaron.
I'd say 2.5 because of the finish. It would have been a 3-star match for the finish.
Yeah, 3-star match. If it was just like if Neville won with the Rings of Saturn, I would have
Or
given
if
it.
Aries won with
If Aries won, or if Neville won with the Rings of Saturn, I would have given it 3.
Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardy.
What about your ratings?
2.5.
Oh. I'll let you talk about this match because you haven't said anything.
Cesaro and Sheamus and the Hardy Boys. Jeff lost a tooth. I think Sheamus hit him in the head really hard.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that until they kept on bringing up like the tooth.
Yep.
And like apparently his daughter Ruby like drew a picture of her dad and like it didn't have he didn't have the tooth in.
Actually, I thought like he was gonna get a concussion. Now I'm not saying like I thought he was gonna get a concussion by the way he kicked him though or something.
Some very nice action. These are 4 really good competitors. Matt's kind of doing his wonderful, yeah.
They actually did a segment backstage with I don't know if you saw this with the Golden Truth where Matt Hardy was actually kind of acting broken.
I didn't see it.
But he was acting more broken than he was.
Yeah.
So I definitely think they put in the broken.
Like I liked it. I liked this match. I thought it was good. I liked the finish too, where Sheamus. I think what Sheamus is doing.
Let's let John talk about it though.
Sheamus. Didn't Sheamus get pinned?
I think Sheamus was pinning Jeff. Oh, Matt, and then Jeff hit the swan.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, so they boxed the finish here. Because Jeff went to the wrong corner.
Yep.
Jeff goes for the other.
Yeah.
So basically, Matt locks him in the Twist of Fate. Sheamus counters, goes for a DDT. Matt counters again to the Twist of Fate and then Swanton, and they win. Sportsmanship, they shake hands.
And that's not what happened actually. Sheamus hit the DDT and then he went to pin Matt and then Jeff tagged himself in and then he hit the swan.
On top of Sheamus, on top of Matt, which almost killed Matt. Like,
another spot I liked was when Cesaro hit the corkscrew uppercut and bust Matt Hardy open.
Yep. I was wondering because the ref put on gloves, and that usually means it's blood, and I was like, who the fuck is bleeding? I was like, oh, it's Matt.
I didn't think it was Matt, and I thought that was like the way his hair was or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was Jeff. I thought it was Jeff because
I thought it might have been Jeff.
From
the tooth.
But this match I really liked. Good action.
Yep.
Then the aftermath really brought this match to me. So let's let John talk about what happened afterwards.
They showed good sportsmanship. They shook hands. Hardy's music is playing. Then all of a sudden, Cesaro and Sheamus, the dastardly duo, decided to beat up the Hardy Boys.
I love like what Cesaro did to Jeff. He kind of tossed him like off, pushed him off the ropes, and Jeff took a nasty bump to the outside.
You always say so.
Typical Jeff Hardy shit, where he like oversells everything. Looks like he's gonna fucking get murdered one of these times.
Even though with the stuff he dealt with, well, he's like 40 now, right?
Nearly 40.
Yeah,
He'll
so.
be 40 this August.
Now take a look.
It's August.
And then but yeah, Cesaro and Sheamus turned heel.
Because Matt's like 43 or 42.
Cesaro and Sheamus turned heel, which I'm happy about, because like I said, I've been coming on either this show or the other show, CM Brothers, What's Better Raw, SmackDown, check it out. I might have said it on both shows. This feud's been awkward because they're both baby faces, so somebody needed to turn heel. You couldn't turn the Hardy Boys heel.
No, absolutely not.
So Sheamus and Cesaro made the most sense to turn heel because they were kind of going in that direction anyway. So, and Sheamus and Cesaro beat the crap out of the Hardys. Cesaro holds Jeff Hardy, and then Sheamus blow kicks him in the back of the head. He just bounces his head off the post. And then I believe the same thing pretty much happens to Matt Hardy.
Matt just gets bro kicked in the ring.
Yeah,
brutal selling by Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Like he gets through with it and flops down.
And then on Law Talk, they pretty much. I'm just gonna talk about what happened because I don't want to talk about Law Talk one day. I'm just talking about it now.
Yeah.
Plus, I really didn't pay much attention to it.
I didn't pay attention to it at all.
They pretty much just explain why they took Union low. You know, the Hardys are here just for nostalgia back, but this is time for the young guys to take this spot. Which I would be shocked if so.
They're not really young guys.
No.
Well,
Well, Cesaro's
Cesaro's gonna be 37 in the fall, and Sheamus is gonna be 40 next year.
They might have said new generation then to the young guys.
They're not young guys.
Yeah. And they pretty much went off on Kid and Renee Young. They were the one hosting it.
And they were heels now. But to me, like, Cesaro, I know Sheamus fits more of the heel type.
Yeah.
But for me, like, Cesaro doesn't fit as a heel anymore. He's
know.
too over.
I was just saying, look at his run in 2012, but his one he worked in 2012 because they were doing the anti-America thing, and then he randomly just joined up with a real American. He hated it.
See, so he's a real American, but he's not American.
No, but what I hated about it was he was trashing America. That's a topic for a different time.
Yeah.
But he can make his heel gimmick work.
He can. It just he suits better.
Yep.
As a face with the Cesaro.
I wonder if this.
Plus, he's facing off against the most overactive.
Yeah.
And
So that's why
they were kind of getting booed.
Yeah.
So
Mostly because of Sheamus.
So this will work.
Yeah. This whole.
I don't think Cesaro.
This feud's a little far from over.
Yeah.
James Bond.
And now we're gonna get some team coming back or debuting.
We don't know that yet, though.
We don't know about that.
Oh,
I
I think they will.
I gotta check around. Oh god.
Oh yeah, it's oh wow, yeah.
Because
I got a little bit up.
Tennis elbow.
Ah,
Alright.
not this. Not this.
Alright. I gave it 3 1/4. The quarter came. It would have been 3, but because of that ending 7 or an extra quarter star.
You know, we.
Yeah, this match is nearly a 4-star match.
I can only give it a quarter.
It was really good.
I think the next match will be better.
Oh yeah.
Braun Strowman backstage.
He cut a promo on someone.
I don't even remember what it. I don't remember Braun even.
He just pretty much.
It might have been like one of those video packages.
No, what's it called?
He was talking
I
about.
don't even know.
He's talking about how he's gonna like destroy someone in the main event. That
He's
I
gonna,
honestly
he's gonna
I
destroy.
forgot.
He's gonna destroy the Spartan. That's what he was gonna do.
yeah. He's gonna destroy his leaky.
Mr. 300.
Lackey.
It's leaky.
But anyhow,
It sounds like it's freaking like
Raw
he ends
was
up peeing himself.
yeah.
It's leaky.
women's title match: Alexa Bliss versus Bayley.
Um.
We all should have saw this coming, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's in San Jose.
So
this match was decent.
I like the match.
Pretty good.
Nothing too special, but
I like the finish. Alexa
surprised
wins.
Sasha didn't come out and try to save it.
I have a little bit of it's nothing about this match. Sasha Banks was at the show. They pretty much just flew They flew Sasha Banks on the show just to have a cut interview on the panel. What a waste of Sasha Banks.
What a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
You don't realize how much time Sasha Banks has to take to actually get on the flight? Like, how pissed would you be if you were told to go on a flight just to go do an interview instead of go do what you're supposed to be doing and wrestling a match on a pay-per-view?
A lot. I'd be mad. I'd be very mad.
Especially with the way Sasha is, like.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, so apparently everyone's trying to say that Sasha and Alexa Bliss hate each other, but I guess that isn't true.
It's all drummed up. It's WWE.
Yeah. So, no, it wasn't even. I didn't even read it off like a WWE site. I sent you like, I don't know if you saw it or not, like women that hate each other in real life, and women that
I
like.
don't even believe that website.
But anyhow,
Sports, whatever the hell it is.
what I hate about this, I don't mind Alexa winning. She's the first woman to hold both the SmackDown and Raw Women's title, which is pretty
First
cool.
superstar.
What I hated about this is, would it really kill WWE to have long-term champions in the WWE?
You would have to kill them.
By the way, I forgot to mention this. 20 and 21. Championship count.
Because like the longest champion right now is Dean Ambrose, and he's the IC champion, and he's done nothing with that championship.
I think he's defended a grand total of 2 times.
Neville has defended his title more.
Yeah. Okay, final rate for this match.
3 stars.
3. I give it 3.
It was a long. I would say this was more of a long match.
Yeah, I'd say it's a 2, 2.5.
I like the
2.5.
I guess this feud's gonna continue then. I guess, right?
The feud will continue.
And then Bayley would just win the title back instead of. Bailey's just gonna win the title
In a
back
month.
instead of like holding it.
Yep.
And having a nice
In
run.
1 month time.
I told her to walk. Oh wait, this isn't Charlotte's on the wall. Charlotte Flair doesn't have a streak anymore, so she won't win another one.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
First half of the House of
We're
Horror.
gonna cover both halves.
I want to fucking. That's
So let me talk about what happened.
the House of Horrors.
So it shows a video package.
Four ads.
When I talk about it, so you see the commentators talking about it. Then Bray Wyatt's thing goes off, and we see a limousine driving up to the House of Horrors.
Scary.
Why Bray Wyatt's thing went off, I don't know. And then you see Randy Orton, who doesn't have a shirt on. He's got his pants on, but
He's going to a bathhouse.
yeah. So then he
It's
gets
like,
out. He gets
why
out,
does he have a shirt on? No one will know.
At least
He
Bray put on a white shirt.
and then he gets out of the limousine. Spooky stuff. You see a lot of spooky stuff.
Like an old school tractor going backwards.
Spooky. Spooky.
Sister Abigail stealing through him, even though I thought he killed Sister Abigail twice.
He killed her twice, but somehow she can still appear in the window.
And then Randy Orton decides to randomly go look at the window to see if he's there. And then we see like Bray Wyatt pop out, like he's like Michael Myers or like Jason Voorhees or
Leatherface.
yeah, I was trying to think of his name. So then he gets and Bray Wyatt like creepily looks at him too, like.
And it's like they make it's like when you make eye contact with a girl that you like and you look away. That was what it was.
Yeah.
It was like,
And then,
and then he walks over to the door.
the door's
It's
locked.
And then he backs up and like kicks the fucking door open.
Oh my god.
And then Bray turns around like you saw a ghost.
No, and then like here's the best part. Bray Wyatt always. Why did Bray Wyatt even lock the? Why did Bray Wyatt lock the door to begin with? It didn't make any sense.
I know, yeah.
And then the door closes, even though anyone just kicked it off its hinges. And then I believe like Bray Wyatt randomly popped up behind him.
Don't know
Oh,
how.
the house looked like a shit box. Like
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt didn't even clean up for his guests.
I know, yeah. Like, what a house guest.
I think
You're
that
inviting one of your friends over.
I don't think it was his friend. He burned his house down last time. So.
One of your mortal enemies.
So
To
then
have a
Bray-
nice peace offering at your house.
So Bray Wyatt attacks him from behind, beats the crap out of him, throws him through a window. I guess I think I heard glass breaking. So
No, yeah, he hit him with like one of the lamps.
oh, and no blood.
No
You
blood.
get hit with a lamp, and I guess you walk out all fine, no blood, no nothing.
Okay.
So I want to say approximately that they were for about 4 minutes.
Well, there's
And
more
that-
though. So then
Right now,
Randy Orton fights back, but Bray Wyatt just randomly disappeared. Like he wasn't like running mad fast. So he was out of there like.
Oh shit! I left the oven on.
Which
And
we
then
did
he,
get to somebody running really fast in a second.
My spinach puffs.
So we're in the kitchen.
No, there's
And-
more. No, he walks through like, and then like Bray Wyatt, like this was a scene from like Michael Myers, Leatherface, like tries to pull Randy Orton walks through the wall.
Oh, that was after when he went into the room
No, that was
where the babies were.
That was before.
And for some reason,
Some of them
babies could distract him, I guess.
One of them was stabbed with scissors.
Safety scissors.
And so he pulls the baby down, looks at it, and then Bray attacks him. And I was like,
And he drives.
wow, he gets distracted this easily.
He drives him through a wall.
I see a dilapidated boat.
I thought Bray Wyatt drove himself through a wall, but I guess
Yeah.
it's just the way the opening. And then I noticed, by the way, too, this isn't how it works in a horror movie. I thought like the person so Bray Wyatt's supposed to be the person that's creepy. Doesn't the person who's creepy supposed to be looking for the guy that?
Oh, no, yeah.
That's not how it works. Can you imagine like
It's like
Michael
he was
Myers?
hiding.
Can you imagine Michael Myers like hiding and the guy looking for him? What the hell is that? Can you imagine that Michael Myers is the one that's hiding?
Oh shit! You found it. Well, I guess
They walk up to him, they find him, like, oh, Mike, what are you doing
Yeah.
here?
That's exactly what this was.
Maybe like, well, you found me. I'm gonna go home. Oh, by the way,
There's more. So Randy Orton walks in the kitchen. I think he like picked up some plates that were like on the dining room table.
I don't even know what the hell he was
So
doing.
then Bray Wyatt tries to attack him with like a frying pan.
Yeah, and he misses, and then
Yeah.
He's probably gonna spank his ass with it.
They fall down to the ground,
They fight each other.
and then Randy starts punching him.
What do you think happened at one of them? Like he was
And then
like,
Bray hits him with something, and then he gets up, tosses the fridge on him.
yeah.
Bray, like he saw a ghost,
Yeah.
ran out of the house, and then got down on his knees without even shutting the door. By the way,
What a nice.
and then when then he
He
gets
dumped
on his
the fridge
knees,
on.
and the house goes from blue to red for some strange
Yeah.
reason. And
To
did you
signalize that
notice
he's going
that
from SmackDown to Raw.
when he went onto his knees and did like the follow the buzzers thing, the
Yeah.
doors magically closed.
Yeah, you know what I just noticed? We didn't even point out the most. So how do you win this match? Name how you win this match.
You
Basically,
pre-tape it, and then
you gotta pin your opponent in the ring,
Or you can win by forfeit.
or you win by forfeit.
So technically, here's what should have happened. Randy Orton realized that Bray Wyatt won't let him in.
And then he got it back to his limo, and then went back to the ring, and then declared himself the winner.
But why is he taking a limo to Bray Wyatt's compound?
Or
Would
his
he
house.
take like a truck or something?
1137 Wyatt Way.
Well, I wonder what the address was. Like,
No, seriously, that's the actual name of the. I brought it in the chat, the numbers are on there.
oh, I didn't know what that was.
And it was that was
This one.
really.
So you think like, so Bray Wyatt's like, drive, take me to the ring. We think this is gonna be Randy Orton, right? No way. That would have been creative.
And they cut to an impromptu match.
Which we'll talk about when we get.
But yeah, so
The point is, I took a break in
yeah,
between
it's
this.
a break in between because they filmed it the night before,
Yeah.
and then so now.
Oh, let's actually
after.
John, what were the fans doing this whole film?
This is boring.
This is boring. No one
Because you
said
imagine-
it was bad because we didn't go to this event to see a pre-taped match.
Yeah. Can you imagine what would have happened if we had seen that when we went to SmackDown on the
That would be
couple weeks
awful.
ago?
And so now after the match, they show Bray getting out of the limo
Yep.
a day later, coughing for some reason. Like he's still coughing.
We gotta remember this is
You should probably get that checked out
Yeah.
if you're still coughing and he's stumbling.
In fact, I don't even know how long it took to get to the arena, but why was he still coughing? He was just.
It's a day later. Like,
Well, storyline wise, it wasn't, but.
so he gets out stumbling, and then he somehow has his lantern, makes his entrance.
It's like they had it there ready for him.
The lights turn on. Randy's there.
How?
How? He was inside of the house
With that
with a refrigerator on top of him, and nowhere in sight was there a vehicle for him to drive.
And no one inside was there anyone helping him get this.
And he got there first.
Yeah.
So I think my theory is correct, that red light that he shined on him was supposed to teleport him to hell.
And
But
then
it teleported him to the SAP Center in San Jose, California.
And Randy Orton was like, he looked like, he looked like he was in hell. He still had the same outfit on.
Yeah.
I guess he was standing underneath the ring all night. I guess he wouldn't be standing, but he was under the ring all night.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not standing. It should be through the ring.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awful.
Randy Orton beats the shit. Actually, he's there with the chair. He
Yep.
beats the shit out of him. Hits the draping DDT off the announcer's table. Which, for some reason, the French, I don't know if this was the French or what, but they had 3 commentators on like one of the.
3 commentators on like the lower level.
Yeah.
Plus the Raw crew up on
Yeah.
the stage, and then 15 other announcers.
So Randy Orton pretty much absolutely destroying Bray Wyatt, and then what are their names?
The Singh brothers.
Singh brothers.
Come out.
Who
and
dropped out to Heavy Machinery a few weeks ago? All of a sudden,
It was in Richmond, Missouri, off the Highway Business 10.
This is where the house.
So it was in Richmond, Missouri.
Yeah.
So like, that's close to Randy because Randy lives in because he doesn't live in St. Louis.
That's where the house
He was
of
somewhere
Owen
in
was?
Missouri.
Like the actual house.
Yeah, the actual real house they used. Alright.
Charles, I think he lives like nearby.
Yeah.
So there's another flaw in this. How did Bray Wyatt get to the arena so fast?
Alright, you want me to quote something here? House of Horrors match insults everyone's intelligence.
It does. There's more though. So then
The live crowd did not enjoy it, obviously.
Randy Orton's able to fight off the Singh brothers. Bray Wyatt goes into this extravagant, but of course he's got to fuck out of it. Bray Wyatt can't just hit the move.
Yep.
And then one hits an RKO.
And then we have the appearance by the man who stole the WWE championships. That's championships. WWE championship.
What are we back in 2011 now? There's 2?
Still the WWE Championship. Steroids Mahal
Yep.
comes out and bashes Orton twice with the championship.
And then this causes Orton to go.
Somehow awkwardly hits his sister Abigail.
And he gets a win.
Bray awkwardly hits his sister Abigail while staring at Jinder the entire time.
Yeah.
Like he was his gay lover or something.
And then Wyatt wins.
And then he wins. He won the feud.
You know what I just noticed though?
This match is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
This match sucked ass.
The only thing
Except it was hilarious.
I give this match a 1 star.
I give it half a star.
I give it 1 star based on the fact that the first half was so laughably bad and it was fucking hysterically laughing. And the fact that Wyatt finally won a fucking feud.
It took a lot for Wyatt.
See, I said it was going to be unpredictable, and it kind of was, because once they took off the stipulation of the WWE Championship, which is stupid, because Wyatt technically owed a rematch for the WWE Championship.
Jericho got his rematch.
But if it was for the championship, obviously Randy would have won. But they made it a little bit unpredictable by having Wyatt win, which is good.
I don't think this momentum's not going to last though.
It's not gonna last.
Alright.
Obviously not. This is
I
Dean
don't even-
Ambrose. Like, it's another shitty feud with Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Like the first one was shitty enough.
All right.
And then like I don't know, like it took a lot. Why does it have to take this much? Why can't I just win a match clean on pay-per-view?
Because
I'm happy.
I'm happy he won,
But it took a lot.
it fucking sucked. All
It was
right.
awful.
But let's talk about the match that happened in between that. Joe
Match
and
of the night.
Rollins.
It's like they had to be in this part of the show.
Like it was in between both. It was in between the match. Like I had no interest in the.
Oh, actually,
Joe
but
Rollins.
I want to read before let's read how long this match was and read what it says on Wikipedia because it's pretty funny. And then we'll talk about the other match.
Well, hurry up. I only have like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And we won't read it.
We read it at the end.
This match happened. It was really good. Rollins won with after Joe went for the Kincaid clutch and rolled on for a pin. 4 stars. I
I like
recommend
it.
it. Yeah. See the match.
And I don't mind Rollins winning because he just defeated Triple H at WrestleMania. Kind of wouldn't really make sense he lost here. And it does live up to the payback name because Rollins got his payback on Joe. As long as Joe wins,
She rolls then.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, then I'll pass this.
Braun
Main event.
won clean.
That's it. But then Braun does something stupid after he wins clean.
For some reason, he decided to run into a freaking ambulance door. I don't get why. No one was even there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But Braun wins. I'm happy. A lot of people are happy. And
Except one person, but
yeah, one bitch that's not on the show. All hail your champion and king, because it's one
You're
of
coming
my
back,
time.
yeah? Okay. So yeah, we finished talking about that. We talked about this pay-per-view pretty fast.
Yeah.
Is it because we had to, or is it because it was just there's not a lot to talk
Just
about?
coincidence, because there's not really much to talk about. Like, what are we talking about?
I told you how many notes. I only have like a page and a half of notes, I think.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
And the actual show's like this big.
Yeah. But I didn't mind that not a lot happened. But overall, I actually have to say I enjoyed this pay-per-view.
Thumbs up show.
I enjoyed it more than WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Mainly because it wasn't as long as
Thumbs in
WrestleMania.
metal.
Give it a thumbs up.
Middle.
In the middle.
Middle.
Why middle?
House of Horrors match let me down.
Really? Get low expectations going in.
I had low expectations and it let me down. It was absolutely atrocious. It killed the mood for me for the rest of the show. I could give a fuck less for the pay-per-view after
Leave the
that.
vote. You.
Once they
No.
left and they went back to the arena, I was like, really? I was like, oh, I forgot there's 2 more matches on the show.
Yeah. So now that John's leaving, let's read what they said the time was for the show. Now that he's leaving, this time indicates that combined length of time that the well, let me read how long it was first. 17 minutes and 10 seconds. But then it says,
By the way, Steve's really mad.
Really?
Like, really mad.
What, is he sending you messages?
Yeah. He's really mad.
time indicates the combined length of time that the match was shown on the
You know
show's
what?
podcast. As the first part of the match was pre-taped prior to Payback at the House of Horrors, and with the second part occurring live in the arena, it is impossible to determine the exact length of time that the match was taped for during filming, which took place at the House of Horrors match. So apparently, whoever is, so he's only messaging you, or is he messaging?
That's only me.
So I guess he's mad at me too then.
He's mad at both of you.
What do we do though?
It has to do with this Roman thing, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Because the whole chat too.
What chat?
The whole chat.
Oh.
Aftershock part chat too. But yeah. Anyway.
Anyhow, let's pay back. Let's cover NXT. With some of the things we've been wanting to talk about for NXT for like about a week.
Yeah.
So we'll cover that show for when we'll talk about everything that happened. I'll just give like a quick rundown. And you saw the show, right? The one after Takeover.
Yeah.
You want to do
they've all been good.
They've actually been pretty. Obviously, the ones after Takeover was because the tape. They try to say. I always find it funny. Like they'll say, "We're still here" a week later, but they'll tape before that show when it comes on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do that.
I thought it was really
just cover. We'll cover like want to just cover like because it's not really a lot.
Yeah.
So by the way, so the Sync brothers, right, jobbed to Heavy Machinery on April 5th, 2017, and now they're in a serious WWE champion.
for some reason.
The team that goes, the team that went like this, wasn't that a big dance? Well,
like dancing around.
And now in the main WWE Championship.
So
anyways, I hate saying this, but
with Bill Kay versus Elite, this match was terrible.
I don't remember it.
I don't remember it terrible.
I like
every time in the ring, it's terrible.
I like Peyton Royce and Billy Kay.
Peyton Royce and Billy Kay both suck. Aaliyah sucks, and so does Liv Morgan. She sucks also too.
They went like a nothing feud.
I know, yeah. I don't even know what the Ask interview was, and don't care.
Okay.
Heavy Machinery versus the Bollywood Boys, they got jobs out.
And now they're in the main WWE title. I like Heavy Machinery though.
I like Heavy Machinery. I like that Otis dude.
Yeah.
He's so fat. He's like he looks like he's gonna fall over at any second.
Yeah.
One Larkin.
I think Heavy Machinery is gonna fight. Probably not win them, but fight for the NXT tag titles. Not yet, but soon.
Oni Larkin.
So let's remember this. He's supposed to have a surprise opponent.
Yep.
So he doesn't know who he is, but he's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna go out there and do what I do best.
Authors of Pain in Paul Ellering interview.
Pretty much authors of Paul Owen talked about how the Authors of Pain, even though they were in a triple threat and a tag match for the titles, were still able to prevail because they're dominant, and WWE's trying to stack the deck against them.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that. And Paul Owen was very good on the mic, as always.
Paul Ellering is always good on the mic. An exclusive look at the NXT Championship match. Don't really care. Don't really care about Bobby Roode or Drew McIntyre's interview.
Well, Drew McIntyre, we didn't really talk about that.
Finally,
We didn't talk about
the
Drew
best
McIntyre.
part of the show.
And then we have other shows.
Oni Larkin versus
A mystery opponent.
a mystery opponent who turned out to be legendary wrestler El Vagabundo.
So that's why he's called El Vagabundo now.
Well, they wouldn't know because they're not in the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my name is El Vagabundo.
So this was awesome.
That was awful.
El Vagabundo. Now, obviously, everybody knows that Elias Sampson was kicked off.
Doesn't exist.
Was kicked off NXT.
Elias Sampson doesn't exist. It's El Vagabundo.
So so he cuts a promo. Do you remember his promo word for word, right? Or do you have to go look for it?
I have to go look for it because I forget what it is word for word.
So I'll just
Dance, kill some time.
But anyhow, I'll talk about the Drew McIntyre thing real quick. So Drew McIntyre, we actually didn't talk about that because we missed it. We forgot to talk about it. But Drew McIntyre is now in NXT. I think that's awesome that he's in NXT.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Obviously, people can say that he's not on the main roster. If he went to the main roster, he'd probably get jobbed out within like a month. But I'm actually happy Drew McIntyre's in NXT. I think he's going to do some great things in NXT.
I'm El Vagabundo. And everyone shut your mouths. I'm El Vagabundo. And what it means is what I am.
And then what happens is Only Lorcan grabs the mic and says, I know you're the Drifter. You know you're the Drifter.
That asshole, Only Lorcan.
Everybody knows you're the Drifter.
And he got booed.
And then El Vagabundo was over. So then El Vagabundo beats that. He pretty much kicked Only Lorcan's ass this whole match until the end.
Yeah.
And then Only Lorcan hits a blockbuster for the win. And then he unmasks him, and we find out it was Elias Sampson.
Boo.
Nigel McGuinness was pissed off about this too.
Boo.
So, because Elias Sampson can't wrestle
I would
in
have thought
NXT.
this gonna go on. Like, who is El Vagabundo?
No, here's what I would like to see happen. So yeah, but he got kicked off.
That
Now
was
he's on the
going to
main
meet
roster.
the Drifter.
Yeah. So here's what I would like to see happen. Elias Sampson wants to get back in NXT. Instead of just calling him up to the main roster, because he really wasn't ready to be called up. It was stupid. How often? He was never on NXT to be called up.
He's not, but it would be better if he just used El Vagabundo.
Or, yeah, he used all of them. Or he could just come back as different gimmicks and try to get back in.
That would be so funny. That would have been great.
Like Sandow did a few, even though Sandow was being buried, but this actually could have, because this actually worked for Elias Sampson / Al Vagabundo. But no. But yeah, that episode of NXT I enjoyed pretty well. I liked the heavy machinery match.
I did like
And that kind of pisses me off now that the Bollywood boys are now in a
After they
main.
were dancing around.
Yeah.
And now they're not dancing around anymore, they're serious.
Alright, but then
Serious
for
competitors.
the April 12th show,
Who, which one is this?
this is the one when
This is Uncaged. This is not the cage.
that's the next one. Nakamura. This is Nakamura's farewell.
Oh, Nakamura's farewell, yeah.
But so NXT, by the way, I wrote this in. Now has like a new feel to it. Now it has a new theme song. Has a new type.
Well,
I
they
like
did
that
have a new theme song before, but it was the same song with lightsabers added to it.
But I did. I like that they're changing NXT up. They're giving it a new flavor to it. Now that they have new.
I don't know why they decided to do this now.
Yeah, I know. But obviously because they have the originals are gone because all the originals have been called up. So I'm pretty happy they changed NXT. And for every NXT, I'll just say Percy Watson, Nigel McGuinness, and Tom Phillips are on commentary. So
Good
you get
commentary all the time. Percy Watson has gotten better.
Yeah,
A little bit better. I mean, he was awful at the beginning,
he's getting better.
but he's getting better.
Nigel McGuinness, I think, is good.
Nigel McGuinness thinks he's still in Ring of Honor.
And he forgets I think he forgets the wrestler's name sometimes. Tom Phillips. I mean we've talked.
The fuck is that?
So yeah,
That's a new guy?
yeah.
That was Mike Room.
So the first match on the show is Aleister Black versus Corey Hollis. Was one kick and then he on. This is what should have
What's
happened.
funny too is like Corey Hollis
Uh-huh.
was a jobber in FCW.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's kind of like he comes back all like.
Well yeah, you see like a lot of these guys.
If you go back and like watch a bunch of like old school like pre NXT and FCW days, he's in it.
Ironically
As a
though,
jobber.
Corey Hollis though, he could be like because remember Ty Dillinger was a jobber and now he's like over as hell, so. But yeah, this is what should have happened the first time when he had his first match. Just one kick in the head done. I was like, but this was good though. I still enjoyed it. But why did this happen?
Because you got to make Andrade Cien must make it seem like he's an out here.
So yeah, let's talk about that. So
Now he went from being a Chippendales dancer
yeah,
to being a partier.
because now
Maybe his mind isn't right because he's a
they're
partier.
trying to make it seem like he doesn't take his career seriously
Yeah.
because he goes out and parties all the time.
Like if you look at those pictures, they're so fucking staged.
oh,
it's
they do
not
something.
even funny.
They do something else on this most recent episode of NXT, which I'll talk about.
It's so staged. Like it's awful.
So then,
like when you're hammered, you don't like take a picture like
Yeah.
you're fucking falling down. You're not like on your feet like smiling.
Yeah.
Your fucking eyes are closed. You're squinty. You're falling over. You can't stand up straight because you're fucking drunk.
So I don't know what they have planned, fellas. Right now they're just trying to introduce him to everybody.
Yeah, this.
He'll probably
It's kind of like how they did it at the beginning with like
Nakamura.
Nakamura, Finn.
Yeah.
Like it's like an introduction
I think they're gonna. I think
before he gets into like.
he's gonna feud. Even though he's gonna feud
I
with
don't know
Sandy.
what he is.
I think he's a
Is he a face or is he a heel?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like he looks like a heel. Like what is he?
I think he should feud with Eric Young. Take down Sandy.
You know who came back actually? Speaking of sanity, the guy who got hurt.
Sawyer Fulton.
Sawyer Fulton got hurt, but he came back and attacked a random dude, like a random guy, like they just like a new signee for WWE.
Oh really?
Like he randomly attacked him, and I was like, wouldn't you just have him come back as a face?
Yeah.
As he got kicked out of Sanity and have him, team up with Aleister Black and go against Sanity?
It would have been
Need
cooler.
a mention there, huh?
It would have been cooler if you instead of fucking fat ass Ono. I know you like Cassius Ono, but being the mystery.
I don't know. I'm really uninterested in Chris Hero. He went from being like, oh shit, Chris Hero's back, to being
Yeah.
like, he's here.
Yeah.
Like all that
They
fanfare wore off.
kind of killed his Steve. Like they just gave him a title shot
Right out of the gate. Not even like a couple of matches,
Yeah.
NXT or like
That was his
3 or 4
first match
matches,
back.
NXT Championship match, and then a few Bobby Roode. It was like NXT Championship match. Match of the Elias Sampson feud with Sanity.
Yeah.
Like it's such like a. And now that the feud with Sanity's over now
Because
the main person in the feud is gone.
Yeah.
In Ty Dillinger. What's so frustrating. But you know who I think I should call up next? No Way Jose.
He needs to, yeah.
They're missing that Latin. Their big Latino star. He's 28 years old.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? He's done a lot in NXT already. I think this kid could get over on the main roster too. Kind of
The difference between this is
because if you look at him, he looks like Carlito.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And I like him too. He's
I like him a lot. You know, he could be very if you give him an actual finisher instead of like a punch.
Yeah.
He could
especially
get
too because somebody else has that finisher now pretty much.
And
we can't talk about
they did it with Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
He went from having that sick standing shooting star press
to
that he's done for like a standing moonsault that he did in the Indies and he did in NXT. He has a cool power bomb type
which he never uses really.
Which is kind of a
he's
cool,
an example.
Cool toss up crucifix power bomb type. It's pretty cool.
He's an example of someone that got caught up to someone with a power move.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
if you bring up the main roster and give him a power move,
I think he does have a finish. He has that Phone Nelson slam thing.
Yeah, if you give him something that will catch on.
Yeah. I think he'll go. Right now, he's technically injured because he got taken out by. So, but anyhow, speaking of Sanity and all. Ty Dillinger gets interviewed. So he had already debuted on SmackDown, but he said he has some unfinished business in NXT. He wants.
I kind of like how we did that farewell tour.
Yeah.
Of live events in NXT. I kind of like how we did that.
And Ty Dillinger says that he wants to have one final match with Eric Young. This time it's a cage match where Sanity can't interfere, which we'll get into that because they ended up interfering anyways. So.
I'll open and say it's gonna keep my opponents stable out or whatnot. It's always the face that always happens too.
Yeah.
It's they're gonna keep my opponents partners out.
Yeah.
Guess what? It never works.
Want to just cover that match now?
What's left on that show?
I guess we'll continue it. Next match was a tag match. This match was weird. I like the match, but it was #DIY versus Dillian Miley and Michael Blaze.
Yeah.
Dillian Miley, I believe, is that big guy, right?
Yeah, he's the big guy.
So
he turned on his partner after the match.
Even though
he literally beat the living shit out of him.
So because pretty much what happens is he pretty much kicks #DIY's ass. Then once Michael Blaze gets tagged in, they kick his ass. I knew that was gonna happen too.
You can see. I read the spoilers ahead of time, and a while ago, but when this was first taped, and it said that Dylan Miley guy turned on him. And I thought it was some small dude.
Yeah. But he's big.
I thought he was 5'10" or whatever,
yeah.
or 5'4".
I thought it first.
And then when I saw him, I was like, "This guy's fucking huge."
I thought at first. Do you remember that guy they hyped up for weeks, and then they just had Samoa Joe come take him out? Was this guy or no? Do you remember that? They built up this big guy coming out for a few weeks, and then Samoa Joe just came out and killed him. What a great way to put somebody.
He put him over on the mat.
Yeah. But anyhow, I liked what Michael Blaze did, but then afterwards, I don't know if you saw the interview, he apologized to his partner. I'm sorry, I just got carried away.
I'm sorry, I got carried away.
Yeah.
You beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
It's not getting carried away.
But the funny thing is, they've done nothing with this though.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him in a few weeks, so. And then they have a fallout for Ember Moon. This was actually really good. They show Ember Moon the crew setting up the win, and Ember Moon comes out all disappointed that she lost to Asuka. I liked it.
Yeah.
It gives
her more of a different side to her character. She's really distraught about losing the championship or losing an opportunity to end her undefeated streak's over.
Yeah, and then I think obviously Ember Moon, she's gonna be the one to break the streak. Let's be honest. So this gives Ember Moon more of a side, and I think she will come back. I don't think she's gonna. I probably take over Brooklyn. She'll take the title off Asuka. If Asuka doesn't lose this title by Brooklyn, then
she's already legitimately gonna pass Brock Goldberg's streak.
Yeah.
Legit, his actual streak.
Then we have Ruby Wyatt versus Kimberly Franklin.
Nikki
Cross comes out doing
on the indie scene. That's Kimberly.
Okay.
Or Princess Kimber.
I remember I messed up her name the first time. I called her Webby Sky. I'm always gonna come back and that's why.
She's really accomplished on the Indies team.
So I remember I trashed on the first match. Let's be honest, that first match you had, that was not a good showcase. This match was better.
This match was decent.
Don't really like her entrance music and the way she comes out, but when she got in the ring, she was better. Nikki Cross, obviously they want to do this feud.
Done with Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross, she just weirdly came out like bit the guardrail and stuff, and Kimberly, Ruby Riott won. So wait, you said this is Kimberly from the NDC, right?
Yeah, that's Kimberly Frankel. Kimberly Frankel is her real name.
Ruby Riott just fought Kimberly Frankel. So I guess they had.
They actually wrestle each other on the NDC too.
It's just kind of weird.
Highly lovely interest Kimberly. If you're wondering, look it up.
Obviously, they're trying to set up a feud between Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross.
I can guarantee you Kimberly's not going to win the show.
Yeah.
For a while.
And then the Authors of Pain had a video package. I thought it was nice. Makes them look dominant. Obviously, they can't really do anything because they don't have an opponent. What I'm assuming.
They've already beaten all their opponents.
And
in fact, there's one tag team left down there. I'm getting face.
The hashtag DIY. I bet they want to do like a ladder match. Because sometimes I'll go on the thin and they'll put the matches already. And
and they'll take them down.
Yeah.
But no, that's not it.
And then it shows Billy Kay and Peyton Royce in the Performance Center walking.
Oh my god, this is so fucking funny.
I believe we saw.
It was so stupidly funny.
I think we saw somebody working out. That was we saw someone like that working out.
Someone was working out or whatever.
I thought like Drew Galloway. Yeah, which was kind of weird that he was there. Like
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre.
And then they walk into.
You know he's Drew Galloway because he's wrestling Drew Galloway, not Drew McIntyre.
He walks up. They walk up to Aaliyah and Liv Morgan, who aren't over at all.
Yep.
And I
these guys, think of that for a second.
They not
even on the NXT crowd, they're not even over.
Yeah.
Because no one gives a shit because they're uninteresting.
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce make fun of them because they're the high school bullies, so they're like the high school popular girls.
And then they get pushed, and that's funny too because
Billy Kay gets pushed into that,
and gets pushed into that bat. And the entire time, like, you could see, like, Peyton behind the camera was laughing hysterically.
And then she doesn't do anything to help her out. She just films it.
Help me! For like 5 minutes, and I'm like, all right.
This next match was like, the next two matches were the highlight of my night. Only Looking versus Drew McIntyre. This was Drew McIntyre's first match back.
Drew McIntyre's first match back, and arguably this was the best match that Oney Lorcan's had in his WWE career.
Yeah.
This match is fantastic.
So Oney Lorcan, he looks really good in this match. He gets a blockbuster out of the corner. Drew McIntyre
gashed.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre body slams him on the apron. And then I think what busted him open was he has him like an electric chair. Then he just drops Oney Lorcan face first on the ground. I believe that's what busted him open.
That match was physical.
Yeah.
It was tough, and it was a fucking good match.
And then Drew McIntyre hits the, I don't know what he calls it, but the running knee in the corner. Then afterwards he gets interviewed, and Drew McIntyre said that he could have gone anywhere else he wanted to in the world, but he chose to come here at NXT because this is the best competition.
Yeah.
Which he's not wrong. I mean,
he's not wrong. I mean, also too, if you think of it, one step from going back to WWE.
Yeah.
Well, exactly back to WWE, but one step back to the main roster.
Let's be honest. I think he's actually because NXT doesn't have a lot of star power. They just lost the biggest
star.
star.
He's gonna be there for a little bit.
Yeah.
For like a year maybe. I think they'll do like what they did with like Nakamura, have him be there for like a year, and then.
Or like they did with Tyson Kidd.
Yep. Kind of like an established star down there.
Yeah.
Like an established WWE like veteran.
Yeah.
Down there to kind of even it out because for a while there it was like Tyson Kidd was like the only really like star down there that had WWE experience. And you know it was a fantastic match. Like I'd pay to see that again.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I mean, Oney Lorcan's he's been really impressive lately. I mean, I've always liked him anyway.
I've always liked him. Yeah.
I know him in that company. Don't like to go to top rope promotions.
I like him too. He's not like billed from Boston.
Yeah.
He's from Boston.
Yeah.
He's a Boston guy.
Then we have my favorite part of the show. Even though I know I'm going to see him anyways, this still makes me sad because Shinsuke Nakamura's farewell to NXT. He comes out.
Yep. I think also too they rushed it because look what he's doing now.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He should have come out maybe at Backlash instead of had his debut match that way.
What's the next? Is it Backlash is for them, right?
Yeah.
When's that?
May 21st.
20 days.
I mean, ironically,
He hasn't been.
He really couldn't do it. His story with NXT was over anyways. I mean, he was done.
I mean, yeah, he did all he could. Everyone knew his time was up in NXT. Honestly, like that second rematch that they had, it was like that's.
What would he have done?
I don't know if he had won the championship. He's already faced everyone.
Yeah.
Like it's time for him to go.
He talked about that too. He came and fought the best. And he said, he talked about the NXT crowd.
Like it's crazy. His first night in WWE was against Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
At Takeover San Antonio, right? Or is it
Dallas?
Takeover Dallas, yeah. Takeover Dallas. Unbelievable match.
Yeah. Impressed me for a second because I didn't know a lot about him going.
I mean, obviously for me he had name value.
Yeah.
Because I had seen one or two of his matches before him, but I knew him because because when I started watching him, he was wrestling in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Like when Ring of Honor was on Destination America, and I tape it.
Yeah.
And I watched the next day because I worked on the days that NXT would air, and I taped that.
And he was awesome.
And he was. I watched some of his matches, and I maybe watched about 3-4 of his matches.
And ironically, you know what it made me think about? I mean, he got a great set. Let's think about it. Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe. They never got sent off like this.
Also, we saw Finn Balor too.
Yeah. All the
at
NXT
the end because they are actual real life best
all the
friends.
NXT roster comes out and pays the respect, except Bobby Roode, which we're going to find out why in the next episode of NXT. But yeah,
It was
I
a
mean,
good send-off.
he's probably got the best send off ever in NXT because
it was really I mean, Sami got a nice round of applause from the crowd.
Yeah.
After.
But he got an actual segment where he got to come out and say, well, I mean, obviously Ty Dillon did too, but he got to air on NXT. Now to Vince McMahon, he's a noticed. They kind of ruined Nakamura, and he's been on the roster what, 2 weeks? Because this episode aired on April 12th.
It was the Tuesday after WrestleMania.
It was kind of weird though. Imagine being there live for this segment, and then he wrestles didn't he wrestle more matches in NXT after this?
I don't think live events.
Okay.
Live events, yes. But
And just imagine
he wrestled I think he wrestled 2 or 3 more live events.
But overall, I believe that this episode of NXT I think was one I really enjoyed.
I enjoyed it.
I think I could probably think of a
highlight of the night definitely was that Oney Lorcan match with Drew McIntyre.
And
physical, hard hitting, fantastic match.
And Shinsuke's farewell was awesome too. Okay, that's the. Is it this? This is this one. Want to do this one? So obviously this is the cage match. So, but I want to talk about the opening segment because that's probably.
Bobby Roode's promo. He came on basically
Trash.
destroyed Nakamura.
He talked about. He pretty much said that he was the reason that NXT sold as well as it did at NXT TakeOver San Antonio.
Yeah.
And he pretty much said, you gotta know why. He pretty much said that he was the reason Nakamura left NXT. Which you can kind of say is true.
Yeah, you can kind of say that's true because he did technically chase him off of NXT.
Yeah. And he said that he was too afraid, but no one's giving him that credit. And he said, do you want to know why I wasn't standing on that stage? It's because Nakamura is a phony. I didn't want to watch that phony. I kind of wish he would have come out and laughed at him and stuff.
But this promo was very good. And then
He even
Hideo Itami.
Well, then one other thing he says is he talks about how all the old NXT are gone. This is his new version of NXT.
It's his NXT now.
Which is kind of why I like how Hideo came out because he's in that old version of NXT.
Hideo comes out and doesn't even say anything. I thought he would have been
yeah,
Nakamura is my friend or
are they friends in real life?
Yeah. The countryman.
Well, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they
I didn't want to just assume just because of both
they are.
Japanese that they're friends. But this also made sense because he was talking about the old god of NXT. Hideo was in that old.
He's also insulting one of his longtime friends in Nakamura. They wrestled in
believe,
New Japan together.
Bobby Roode gets in his face. He slaps him right in the face. Takes his coat off, and Hideo lays him out with the GTS. That's a surprise.
Doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
I mean, this match that they're gonna have is gonna be fantastic. I'm just happy Hideo is finally healthy again.
At least for the time being.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
if
he can stay healthy, he'll be up on the main roster by the end of the year.
He probably would have been up already.
He probably went up a year. He went up with Finn.
But I'm actually so surprised how local he gets because when he came back the first time, NXT was this big thing. I didn't expect everyone to remember who he was, but he was still pretty over, and he's still really over now. And
he is. I mean,
I think there should be a send-off.
Everyone remembers Kenta. Everyone remembers him. He's not a name you can forget. I mean, his name's plastered everywhere. And if if you look them up and everything. It's plastered everywhere.
But yeah, well, I'm happy that I'm assuming if he can stay healthy.
Yeah, he'll be up by the end of the year.
Yeah,
That's
I'm thinking
maybe they'll give him another year. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
But I can't wait to see what happens with this. Obviously, and obviously, I think this feud is clearly filler because they want to have Bobby Roode. I believe
it is filler. So don't expect Dale to win the championship because it's not.
If he did, that'd be shocking.
It would be shocking. But the main plan right now, as of right now, at this very moment, is Bobby Roode versus Drew McIntyre for the NXT Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Tyler Bate and Jack Gallagher interview.
They set up a match for next week. I like it because they're both like so polite and stuff.
They're polite. I mean, they are friends.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're old friends.
But I did like the promo with like Jack Gallagher. They talk about thank you for giving me the opportunity to take your championship away from you, and then Tyler Bate's like, well, thank you for giving me.
Friendly little interview there.
Obviously, because they're trying to set up this UK show,
Oh, yeah.
so obviously they have to get people to know who they are because people don't obviously know who Jack Gallagher is because of 205 Live. But Tyler Bate. But I'm starting to like Tyler Bate. I like
them both. Andrade Cien Almas versus Danny Burch. Another one too. Danny Burch, FCW. Starting to bring back some of those FCW jobbers.
I mean, obviously, do I even need to say who won?
I think he teamed up with either Corey Graves.
Okay.
And so he teamed up with an FCW.
And then Danny Burch also, he was on the UK tournament. I probably had one of my favorite in the first round.
Yeah.
And then obviously, one thing I remember about him the most is that's who James Sword fought when he debuted in NXT.
Yeah.
So, I like Danny Burch though.
He's good. He's a good wrestler. He's very good. He got some pretty good offense in this match.
But obviously, you know, Andrade Cien Almas is.
He's a party gamer. Don't forget about that too.
Oh, they do more with that later. So Andrade Cien Almas wins, and does this happen in this next episode? No, it does happen in this episode, doesn't it? Yeah, in this episode, he was like exclusive. He was talking shit to Drew McIntyre. So they set up a match. They were trying to build him up for that next week.
He's so plain.
I know.
If he I think he's him and TJ Perkins on the same level of bland. He's just so bland.
He's a good wrestler though. He's better. I like him better than TJ Perkins. So.
I
think
be a baggage, but now Liv Morgan. I don't know, but apparently Liv Morgan and Liv Morgan versus Billy Kay and Peyton Royce.
I think it was supposed to be Aaliyah.
It was Aaliyah, but apparently
for some odd reason, I guess the match wasn't not really anything special.
I mean, it's technically a handicap match.
Yeah, but anyhow, Liv Morgan and Aaliyah win for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't get it. They're both not over and they're both playing as hell.
I mean, at least Peyton Royce and Billy Kay are heels, and I don't know.
I don't get it. The match sucks. Their gimmick sucks. Both of them suck. Liv Morgan and Aaliyah are horrendous.
We saw Liv Morgan live, and no one reacted.
We saw Liv Morgan live, and as soon as she came out, my brother turned to me and was like, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I have no idea who that is."
You didn't know who Liv Morgan was?
I had no fucking clue who she was. I was like, who the fuck is?
Why the hell did Liv Morgan and Aaliyah win this match?
Like when they posted that picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
I looked at it, I was like, who the fuck is Liv Morgan? And then
now we know.
Now Ty Dillinger versus Eric Young in a steel cage match.
I really enjoyed this match.
Very good match.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah. So some good action, but Sanity comes out.
Yep.
And they try to interfere in the match, and Ty does a good job of kind of neutralizing that for the time being.
Yeah.
And eventually,
Cavalry comes out.
Cassius Ohno. I think they booked. I think Alexander Wolf lines up in the ring, and I think Killian Dane.
Alistair Wolf.
No, because no.
Oh, because Alistair Black, one guy.
No, they were on the outside. They tried to, but they couldn't get in. And out comes Cassius Fat now.
Yeah.
And Roderick Strong, who just had a child recently.
Actually, Roderick Strong is a pretty big point for the next episode, Steve.
And so they come out and neutralize it.
But then Killian Dane just wipes them both out.
And then they go into the ring.
Yeah.
Because they went in the ring because then Ty Dillinger goes to the top and hits like an elbow, I think, from the top. Crossbody from the top and lands all of them. And then hits Eric Young.
No, he escapes through the door.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because
he has a pinballs. I don't know why.
Well, there was pinfalls, but he just escaped.
Escaped the
One
door.
of my favorite spot also was when Eric Young did the elbow drop off the cage.
That was awesome. It was a good cage match.
And obviously this had a nice send-off. Everyone's probably going to be mad at Ty Dillon. Well, no one's probably mad, but they were building up to this big victory for Ty Dillinger. And he finally got, because that was one of our complaints, that he got caught up before he got his big victory, and he finally got it. Where does Eric Young go from here?
1000% true.
What?
The second one.
Yeah, I was just, because that's the name of the
you people probably don't remember this, but a long time ago, Ty Dillinger was actually in WWE. He, for a while, was in Ohio Valley Wrestling, which at the time was a developmental territory for WWE.
Before FCW.
Before FCW and before NXT.
Yeah.
In 2000, he was there from 2005 to 2008, wrestling in OVW as Sean Spears.
And then I remember
he was actually fighting with Cody Runnels, who was Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
So they had a nice feud down there. Cody got called up not long after he won the OVW Heavyweight Championship or light heavyweight. Cody.
Okay.
So he moved on. He kind of fell off the map a little bit because they were tag team partners down there. They won the tag titles. Sean Spears turned heel. They feuded for a little bit over, I think, the heavyweight title. The lightweight, try to figure out which one it was. But Cody got called up to the main roster, and then Sean Spears followed a couple of years later as Gavin Spears as kind of the superstar initiative that Teddy Long set up for ECW in 2008.
I remembered that too. I didn't remember that because remember when they were doing the Bobby Roode Ty Dillinger, they did that whole video package for him. I'm like, I forgot he was Gavin Spears.
He was Gavin Spears. They ended up releasing him around 2010 because he wasn't doing anything. He comes back in 2012 as Ty Dillinger and doesn't do much. Teams up with Jason Jordan.
Did Jason Jordan turn on him?
Jason Jordan turned on him, and then he went on to team up with Chad Gable. We know what they are now.
Oh, Jason, yeah.
And then Ty Dillinger eventually got his shot, and look where he is now.
Actually, eventually,
compared to where he was 7 years ago, 2008.
Yeah.
To where he is now, massive step up.
Yeah.
He is phenomenal now. Before he was an underused talent in WWE. And now he's arguably one of the most overacts in WWE. And he came back, obviously it's the perfect 10. It caught on.
I think originally WWE thought it was stupid they were going to scrap it, but the fans kept it going. He says that in his promo afterwards.
He caught on with the WWE fans. Originally it was supposed to be like a arrogant heel gimmick, but it caught on.
Yeah.
And he became the face, he became a big time baby face in the company. And it goes to show you, just, sometimes you gotta stick it out in WWE.
Yeah.
He got released in between. Like to think one of the biggest, I'm not gonna call him young stars, he's 36, but one of the most talented guys on the roster was a jobber in ECW and is now gonna be featured prominently on SmackDown.
At least I hope so.
And it goes to show you.
Kind of pissed me off that he hasn't been on the show in a couple of weeks.
It does too, for me, because I love Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
And it goes to show you sometimes a change of gimmick works.
Yeah.
He went from being just a bland Gavin Spears to being a charismatic wrestler in Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
The perfect 10. Comes out, everyone does 10, 10, 10. It's insane how massively over he is now compared to where he was in 2008, where no one gave a shit about him. A little history lesson there.
I liked it though. So, one last one. So this is now, and then we'll be officially caught up, and then we're probably going to have to catch up again. Knowing us.
Yep.
I think we should probably do one next week, because I think next week's a pretty good episode.
Yeah, next week we'll probably do one next week, yeah.
So that way we don't have to keep doing 4 of these in a row. How many, is this 4? This is the fourth one.
Fourth one, yeah. Because they take over, and then, fourth in a row.
Alright. So Nikki Cross comes out to kind of promo. She wants
to watch this week. What the hell watched this week? No, I didn't watch this week. So I don't know what happened. You're gonna have to fill me in.
So Nikki Cross comes out. Imagine the promo she cut. She gets it. Actually, she just comes out too. I like the way they did this. She just comes out. She didn't have any theme song or anything. She just came out randomly, and she gets on the mic and wants to fight Ruby Riott. Gotta make sure I get that name right. And she messed up her name in the interview. I wrote Nikki Cross interview, but it was a Ruby Riot interview. It's like
It's really the same person. You know?
Yeah. So she wants to fight Ruby Riot. They get out. They get into a brawl. It has to be broken up by officials and everything. They're having trouble. Pretty much, if it wasn't though, Nikki Cross kicks Ruby Riot's ass though. She dives off the steps and takes her out, and then they have to be broken up. So there's more on that later. Bobby Roode gets interviewed, and he says that anytime Hideo Itami wants to wrestle him, he can wrestle him, but he's not going to wrestle him for the NXT title because that's stuff he has to earn. Apparently, hasn't been watching SmackDown.
Yeah.
Then obviously we get Andrade Cien Almas versus Drew McIntyre. I like the match mainly because Drew McIntyre beat the shit out of him. There's the spot, the spot where he like flops up against the rope and is all cocky about it.
He's
like in between, because he goes when he goes like this in between the ropes, he does that. Drew McIntyre just big boots him out of the ring, and McIntyre hits the running knee on him for the win. And then later on, he goes to get interviewed. He doesn't even care about the fact he lost. He just goes to parties with a bunch of girls.
Because he's such a.
I don't get what they're trying to do with this.
They're trying to make you think he's not focused because he's a heel and he's distracted by everything.
Yeah. Even though
he's not talented. Actually, he's talented.
So William Regal's backstage and he makes the match between Nikki Cross and Ruby Riot, so that way to settle their differences. But I mean, obviously, if you watch the show, you know that doesn't happen. So what happens is Ruby Riot gets interviewed. Apparently, to me, it was Nikki Cross getting interviewed, so they look like the same person.
It's like Liv Morgan and Liv Morgan.
Yeah. How do I not notice this stuff? It's like it doesn't translate in my head. But she says that she likes that sanity goes against the grain and is against society. But if you don't live by their rules, then they don't like you.
Obviously, that's kind of the
point
of it.
So that's why she doesn't like.
They're not. They're all psychopaths.
Yeah. So they have after the match ever happens. Nikki Cross attached Ruby Riot from behind. And they get into another brawl.
Of course.
Referees and stuff are trying to break that up. Ruby Riot dives off the stage, which is pretty cool. So and
they've been growing hour.
And they have to like carry Nikki Cross out of the ring, so that way because
don't she kind of like that her biting gimmick kind of looks like Sabu.
I know.
Like in the ECW when he was like in the mask that he wore. He was like thrashing around. That's what she kind of looks like.
Alright, so I think you know what happened in this match. Kona Reeves versus Aleister Black. Guess what happens?
Kona Reeves wins.
Oh yeah! No, Aleister Black wins with a squash, but I mean
was it like Kona Reeves in an episode where it was like, why didn't you come and save me?
Yeah.
Because you're a jobber, that's why.
No one saved him. No, but he did save him. Because when Swan was being attacked, he was being attacked.
Nobody was there, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you save me so I could have a match? Because you didn't save me and I'm going to lose anyways. Because you didn't save me.
Asuka and William Regal have an interview segment. Not interview, but a backstage segment. And William Regal makes a battle royal for next week. Winner's going to face Asuka for the title. I expect Sky. Fuck it. Ruby Riot to win that because I don't know who else could win that because...
Did they announce what competitors are in it? Did they announce it?
I think it's just going to be the whole roster. So
okay, so
I think Ruby Riot's winning.
Unless
maybe Sky magically debuts and...
Well, she's pregnant, so...
Main event, I really enjoyed this match. United Kingdom Championship match.
Tyler Bate won this.
Tyler Bate versus... I mean, obviously we knew Tyler Bate was winning because Jack Gallagher was on the main roster.
But all in all,
watch this match though. This is the match
that's kind of what I want to do. I want to see that because it seems like it's a great match.
Oh, it is. It's like
two great
good chain wrestling holds. Jack Gallagher, I believe. Tyler Bate goes for a dive. Gallagher like headbutts him right in the face. This was awesome. Gallagher really wasn't. He's a comedy wrestler anyways, but he didn't do anything with the umbrella. I mean, he came out with it, but he didn't do any. He didn't do the thing where he has the guys. He was actually taken seriously as a wrestler. And Nigel McGuinness is commentating. I noticed he was more of a face commentator. Like he's obviously
both of them.
Yeah, so
obviously he's in the United Kingdom.
But Tyler Bate wins with that kick that he hits off the ropes, and then Tyler driving 97 for the win. And something that I laughed at afterwards, obviously a great match. As you see the rest of the UK, the four main ones, Mark Andrews, Wolfgang, Trent Seven, and Pete Dunne. and everyone else is clapping, and Pete Dunne's just standing there with that look on his face. You gotta see it. It's hilarious. Because obviously he's a heel, so he wants to go after that title, but it was pretty damn funny.
They're in like a United Kingdom stable or whatever.
That'd be cool if they did that on the main roster.
It would be. I would like it.
Because right now this UK, I like the UK stuff, but it's like they're doing nothing right now.
It's like, I feel like if they did a United Kingdom like a show, I think it would be like 205 Live and it'd be watered down.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what they're headed
They
towards,
should just keep it on. They should just keep it on NXT.
Yeah, I mean it's fine where it is.
Yeah.
They don't need a mainstream Pete Dunne and all those guys yet. Because I feel like they push.
And now they're gonna have like
Gallagher.
I don't get what they're doing. They have put it in so many times. Now they're gonna have a women's. What are they gonna do with this women's title when they have this tournament?
They're gonna have like 15 women's championships.
Because look at it.
No, the 3 already.
Where are they gonna put this women's title when they have a new champion?
Yeah, because they already have the NXT Women's Championship. They have the NXT. They'll have the Independent Women's Championship. What the fuck it's called.
So it's like, I just think like, I like tournaments and everything,
but like too many.
Like you're having too many championships.
But they didn't care about the tag titles for like years, and now all of a sudden there's a tournament for every fucking thing now.
Yeah.
They didn't care about like tournaments.
Yeah.
And now it's like a tournament like every week every month is a tournament now.
They have the Cruiserweight Classic, which was great, but it didn't really go anywhere. The Cruiserweight division's doing nothing.
The United Kingdom tournament going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like they haven't done.
They're making these tournaments, but they don't have any long-term plan behind them. I don't get what it's stupid that they're doing.
The NXT Women's Division it's stagnant.
Yeah.
The men's championships stagnant. Really, there's no one to face Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
And there's like 2 people that can face fucking.
It's like I like these tournaments, but
too many.
No, you're kind of taking the focus. Triple H is kind of taking the focus off NXT because now he's kind of stagnating.
Oh yeah.
Because I think that's when NXT started not to be as good when he started focusing on these tournaments.
Way too many tournaments. Now they're gonna have this women's tournament.
Where are they gonna go?
It's like you already have a women's championship.
If you're gonna put in all these women, why are they gonna fight for this title?
You already have 3 women's championships, 1 per brand. And then have the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Women's Championships. You're adding a 4th Women's Championship. Why not just have a tournament for the NXT Women's Championship?
Yeah.
Like, there's no.
And if you're gonna put in all these women, put them on NXT because NXT.
That's what they're gonna do anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, the United Kingdom Championship, they never got a United Kingdom show like they were promised.
And I don't get how this. So pretty much, you have to be from the UK to wrestle for this title, but yet you can't. But yet we see Rusev. No, right now the U.S. champion is a Canadian.
Yep. Actually, technically, the United champion is American.
United what?
The United States champion is American.
Rusev.
Chris Jericho is American.
Well, Kevin Owens
his dad, Ted Irvine, played for the New York Rangers.
Well, Kevin Owens.
So he was born in Manhasset, New York. And what people don't realize is that Chris Jericho is actually a American and Canadian citizen, but he was raised in Winnipeg.
Alright, but before we leave,
which is funny because people think he's Canadian, but he's actually
this
an
will be a
American
couple of quick
Canadian.
things. We have some possible signings coming to WWE. Mike Bennett and Maria Canales are going to come. I heard SmackDown.
I don't know where they be, but that's
they go to
maybe NXT.
Yeah, they need to go to NXT.
I think it'd be NXT.
I mean, if Nakamura's got to go to NXT, he's going to NXT.
Yeah.
So
that's a signing to look out for. Crazy Steve has to wait 90 days.
Yeah.
I
kind of can't wait to see. I like to see him join Sanity.
Join Sanity, a feud against Sanity.
Yeah.
If they do like what he did in TNA, not as the menagerie, but as like Crazy Steve, like the Decay version, it would make sense if like
now TNA just
it'd be kind of crazy, but if they rejected him in their stable because he's like not like them, like kind of like you're way too crazy for our stable, but then he takes that as an offense and he goes against them.
Oh, one thing we didn't mention in NXT, they did a video package for Roderick Strong this week. We'll talk. I'll just suggest you watch it. We'll talk about it because in the show part 2 of it next week. So, which is kind of random that they showed the video package because he's not really being pushed. Really, he's being pushed, but not
he's
like
just there.
Yeah. So it's kind of
I
weird.
Mean, I can kind of see why they're doing video package for him now because he's not going to be on the show for a while.
Yeah.
Because his wife just gave birth.
But it's just kind of weird because he hasn't really been pushed or anything.
I know. Yeah. Like you would think like big signing, massive signing.
Yeah.
And nothing.
And then
nothing's been done.
We had some releases. There was some jobber that wanted to work in squash that got released. Let's be honest. It was.
There was a couple of jobbers that got released,
Yeah.
and there was confusion on Josh Brenda,
Which was
who wrestled as Bronson Matthews one time.
Yeah.
And
Let's be honest.
they said a report came out that said that he got released. That actually was proven untrue.
He's gonna get released though.
He's right now dealing with concussions, with a concussion issue.
Don't
And,
they usually not release you though if you're injured? Because that's kind of like a thing.
For the most part, yes, they've done it in the past, but they're seeing what they have.
Let's be honest.
And at this point, it's damaged goods.
Yeah. Let's be honest though. I feel like he will get released.
The thing too with tough enough, it's been a failure because
Yeah.
you already released one of your winners. Went on that show, you had Patrick Clark, you had Mata,
Yeah.
two of prime time candidates to win, and
Patrick Clark's on the show.
Patrick Clark's on the show, but in like a gay character.
Gosh, yeah.
Which,
But
I mean, he's better. If you watched him in the Maryland Independence, where he was a tag team champion, he kind of wrestled like Kurt Angle. He's like the black version of Kurt Angle, essentially.
but yet
He was awesome.
And here's what I don't get. How come he can do the curb stomp, but Seth Rollins can't do the curb? Did you notice that? Like that was his finisher. But it wasn't the curb stomp. It was pretty much what it was.
I didn't even know he did the curb stomp or whatever, but
He wrestled like Sean Maludo in a squash match.
of course he did.
And
They
then,
get nothing for him. They get
another
nothing.
big news is Norman Alvarez officially donezo with WWE.
He's done so, but there is a new report coming out that says that he's open to coming back in the future.
Probably not right now, though.
Not right now. They say that he said he's open to coming back in the future,
That's good.
which might be a year from now.
Yeah.
But I think he's just waiting for this to blow over, and so is in WWE. That's why he specifically didn't mention Bradshaw. But I think I don't think he wanted to leave.
Yeah.
It's just that
It just can't be.
their styles didn't mix, and I think they're just waiting waiting for this to kind of like
I just
and
really
waiting
wish-
for this to blow over, and I think they're waiting for it him to come back for it to be like, oh, wow, like Moral's back, like.
Yeah.
And if Vince has got to let him be himself, he was not. You could see it. You could see like
Towards the end.
towards like it just was. He just they like when they brought him in like the first couple months, he's like, just be yourself.
Yeah.
And then when he started like mentioning like moves like in like Vince like, nah, you can't do that.
And then I think like he did the Cruiserweight Classics. Obviously, that was won by.
That was at the beginning of his tenure.
Yeah.
Was the Cruiserweight
But
Classic.
then he was able to be himself. Because I noticed, I know, there was like an episode of SmackDown right before this happened. He wasn't being himself. Like,
Yeah, it was.
I think he was probably getting into his depression state too. So
you can see it. I mean, it's sad, but he's
It's
he's
just
gonna be
sucks
away
that
for
now,
a while, and he's gonna do what he wants to do.
Yeah. It sucks though, because it's weird for me to watch like a match he's calling, and when JBL's on there with him, it's just so sad to watch what happened.
And he's the best commentator in WWE, hands
Yeah.
down.
But now they got
he's the best commentator they've had since JR.
Which is like he did on his podcast saying he has another thing coming up. He doesn't want to say what it is.
Yeah, he's doing some boxing again.
No, I'm talking about Jim Ross.
Jim Ross.
Yeah, he said he has one more like commentate. Well, he's got
Well, he's not. I mean, he's signed back with WWE,
Yeah.
but he's not like on. He's not on television yet.
Yeah.
He only works specific days.
If he needs to go anywhere, he needs to go. SmackDown needs him bad.
If he'll only go like it's only specific days at this point
Yeah.
because he's in his 60s now, and it might be big people.
I think right now he said he's dealing with all the stuff that happened with his wife.
Yeah, like and
So
plus
that's why
I
haven't seen him.
wouldn't want to work either if my wife just got killed in a tragic accident. Like I wouldn't want to come back to work like instantly. I mean he did come back for WrestleMania. He commentated the match. He said his wife would want him to do that.
Yeah.
And
he had every right to do that.
it kind of got him to clear his mind a little bit, and he looked like he was happy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's kind of sucked they had WWE that match, but
yeah.
it was Taker's
It kind
last.
of made sense though.
But it was Taker's last match. He's called all Taker stuff. Now I know we were gonna wait for John, but now we have nothing to talk
We
about.
have nothing to talk about now.
We talked about everything. So
Yeah, so this is the end, guys.
gotta do this.
Yeah, how you doing?
You gotta do the plugs.
Football Reporters, watch it. We haven't done it in a while.
Probably
Yeah.
talk to John about that. Subscribe to John Tuddy. I don't think those South Park reviews are coming up anytime soon.
I don't know.
I think they're coming probably after school.
Yeah.
Owen the Talkinator.
He's busy.
See him brothers. And This channel, obviously.
This channel. You know, just this channel.
Well, I mean, less than fortune for. I don't usually shade the name of the channel when I'm on the channel that I'm recording videos on.
Just subscribe, like, comment, please. We
the
want you
quality
to
didn't
comment.
come out. The quality didn't come out that bad, actually.
Not
See you
this time.
later. Wow, we did this for almost 2 hours. But bye.